Good morning. If this is your first time, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Michelle, and we're the Wandering Shores.
So today is June 1st, 2020, and we thought we would take you on a journey with us today. We're going to film our takedown and setup process as we move from one location to another here in Colorado. As you can see, we've got hats on because it's about 35 degrees out right now. So even though it's June 1st, it's still pretty chilly up here at these elevations. We're currently at about 7,500 feet, and we're heading up to Taylor Park Reservoir at about 9,500 feet. So it's going to be even cooler overnights up there. So what we typically do is we do a two-stage process. The night before, we do some getting things ready on the outside, and we will insert the video for that right here. So as you guys saw, we got some stuff kind of cleaned up last night and put away, and so this will be the time lapse, hopefully, of the morning of departure as we're getting ready to leave. Michelle typically takes care of the inside. You want to tell them a few of the things you do in there?
Yeah, I do the inside while he works on the outside. I make sure that the space is clear for the slide to come in. I make sure that the cat's litter box is in the truck, and just put things away that could possibly fall during travel and get them all securely put away.
And then I take care of the outside stuff, getting the leveling blocks out from underneath the camper. And don't forget, as Michelle said, we travel with 4 cats, so you'll see in the video we'll be taking the cats out into the truck and putting them in the back seat where Michelle rides with them behind the little police screen.
I sit with them.
So, and then when we get to our new location, we'll also be filming this setup so you can see how we do that. So I hope you enjoy this video, and check back here over the next few minutes. As you saw, we're all hitched up. Michelle and the cats are in the back.
I'm back here.
We are actually heading to fill up with water first. So the city of Gunnison actually has a water fill, and we found out that yesterday, by luck I guess, that it's actually not working today, or yesterday. So we stopped by a campground right up by the exit of the Hartman Rocks Recreation Area, and they said that they allow people to fill up with water for free. So thank you very much, Mesa Campground in Gunnison, Colorado. So we are heading over there. As you guys probably saw in the time-lapse photos of us getting ready, Norm and Sandy were getting ready, and they're going to leave here in probably about the next 15-20 minutes as soon as they get hitched up. So we will be commuting to our new location together, going up to Taylor Park Reservoir. But yeah, so we're going to stop, get some water, then we're going to go into town. Gunnison also provides a free dump over at the sheriff's station. Normally it's at the wastewater management area, but they're doing some construction there, so they relocated it. Unlike a lot of cities that either don't provide it or would have just closed it down until they were done, they actually relocated it over towards the sheriff's station. So we're going to be heading over there to get some, to dump our tanks, and we will be, as we like to refer to it as, well, turn right on US tell them where to go. We will refer to it as full and empty. So we'll be back with you. Good morning, everyone. Guess who's with me?
Hey, I get to come along today.
And she's sitting in the front seat. So we are just finishing up our first week at Taylor Park Reservoir, and Michelle and I are actually going over to do some scouting of the Buena Vista area. So we're going to show you that right after the intro.
I want to show you a little bit of Taylor Park Reservoir where we're staying. And what's funny is Kyle was communicating with somebody through Facebook about us dry camping here, and the guy that he was communicating with is originally from Colorado, and he said, I've never heard of Taylor Park Reservoir. So just want to show you a little bit. You'll notice that it's dried up like most reservoirs are these days, but we've got a couple fishermen out there and a boater this morning, so I'll show you.
So our plans for today are this. We have, like I said earlier, we've been at Taylor Park Reservoir Camp or Boondocking spot for about a week, and we know that in order to get over to our next destination, which is in Buena Vista, we're going to have to cross Cottonwood Pass, and that's the Continental Divide at around 12,200 feet. We're currently camped at about 9,700. Norm and Sandy had actually made a run over to Buena Vista earlier last week, and we wanted to head over there to check out some boondocking spots and to really assess the road because we're going to have to pull our camper over it. So Norm and Sandy had driven over in their truck, so they didn't have their camper, but they said it's absolutely gorgeous, but also a little scary and terrifying because of the drop-offs and no guardrails and stuff. So we're going to show you some of that drive here in this video as well. We're going to show you some boondocking spots we're looking at over there, and just kind of update you on what's going on. Michelle?
Well, I thought I'd point out, I told you that we were stopping here at the reservoir. To camp here, we're not camping here, but to camp here it costs $8 a night, and that's with the interagency pass.
Yes.
Is that right?
Turn right.
You have to have the interagency pass, but it's $8 a night. A couple people we've seen camping here, but we are not camped here. We are
right.
in our own spot where we don't have to
Turn
pay.
right.
So just thought I'd let you know that.
We made it to the top of Cottonwood Pass.
Yeah.
We are now, as you can see, crossing the Continental Divide. Michelle's going to look up and find out what that exactly means because she was asking me. I told her, you need to do some research on that.
Hey, it's been a few years since I've been in school.
So we wanted to show you what it looks like up here. So everything from this point forward on this adventure is going to be driving downhill. I'm actually more a little bit concerned about the uphill wasn't too bad. You know, if we're going 20, 25 miles an hour will be fine. The downhill is more where we're definitely going to have to be careful not to use our brakes a lot so that they don't heat up on both the camper and on the truck. But I'll show you over here, and you can kind of see the road headed down into Buena Vista where we are headed. There's still quite a bit of snow up here, even though it is like June 8th, I think, today. So as you can see, this elevation, the snow stays around for quite some time. Okay, Midland boondocking dispersed camping area is a definite no. This road is super narrow, as you can see through the rocks that I just showed you. We've already come into a situation where somebody was coming the other direction and had to back up probably 50 to 100 feet into a small little turnout just to let him by, and I'm not even pulling the camper. So yeah, Midland, I mean, the only thing you could get up here would be probably a van of some sorts. And I see a few vans up here, but other than that, there's nothing going to fit up here. The campsites are very few and are very unlevel, and it's very narrow, and the road is, it's not super bad, it's just washboardy in certain areas, though it's pretty compacted and it's not rutted, it's just washboarded. So yeah, Midland, that's a no-go for us today. We're gonna head over to a couple other ones that are, I think, just north of Buena Vista, but this one would have been cool if there would have been spots, because you're overlooking the city. So you know, internet speed looks pretty good. I didn't test it because I knew at this point there was no way that we were going to be staying here. So here's another view of our drive. Our next one, and it's going to be called Tunnel Site Recreation Area or something like that. And we'll give you an update on how that is. So we made it over to Tunnel View. It's gorgeous over here. I'll just show you this one prime spot right underneath the rocks. Yeah, there's I can hear a little river over there. These spots back here, number 14, 15, and 16, are extremely small. You know, definitely not something you can get two rigs in, or even maybe anything over a 25-foot travel trailer or something like that. So there were a few other spots, but one thing about Tunnel View is there is a very long, steep one-lane road coming down to the camping area. So if you've got two people, it would be advised that somebody head down and maybe with a walkie-talkie be able to make sure there's nobody coming up the hill, because there's no place to go if you guys come head-to-head. So I'm going to drive over and look at some of the other sites. Again, that was, I think, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There's another site here. These are all full right now, so this is a pretty busy place, which we haven't necessarily found when we've been boondocking in this area already. But, you know, there's a couple spots here. This one's pretty nice off to the right there. You can see that titanium fifth wheel in there. But we're gonna go down, when we came down the hill, you could either go left or right. We took a right. So now we're gonna go back to the bottom of the hill and go left, right by the porta potties that they have here, which is a nice added bonus. And this is called the Tunnel View Recreation Area. We'll show you what we find down at the other end. All right, Tunnel View is a beautiful area, but you really need to be a fairly small rig. And honestly, this is a Wednesday in the beginning of June, and almost every single site is taken. So it's probably super popular. But yeah, so we're just heading back up the road. I thought I'm gonna hand it off to Michelle so she can hold it and kind of show you what the road's like leading up. I don't see anybody coming down as best as I can see, but I can't see very far. So here's what we're dealing with coming back down or up. We made it back up with no issues, but yeah, we're gonna go on to Elephant Rock next to see if that might be a viable option for us. Be advised, if you're heading over to Elephant Rock, and I think this might be the only way you can get there, there is a tunnel with the height of 11.4. So clearly if you're hauling an RV, you're not coming through here, because most RVs are at 13. I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'll show you guys the tunnel. I guess we can go ahead and turn around, because
yeah, we can turn around.
Well, we'll go through there and then just go check out Elephant Rock, because I mean, Norm and Sandy can't get through here. And honestly, I don't feel comfortable trying to get through there either.
Heck no.
This one's for you and no, this one's for Norm and Sandy. Right. Yeah, no RVs are going through there. I mean, it's super rough. 11'4" on the first tunnel. I'm assuming the other ones might be a little bit bigger, but that first one coming northbound or whatever direction we're heading, northwest, is the killer. So it really eliminates most rigs from getting out here. I don't know, maybe you can come in from the north, but I'm not 100% sure. We have reached Elephant Rock Campground, so I'm going to show you that while we're here. There are travel trailers here, so maybe they came from the other direction.
Your destination is on the left.
That one's been sitting there since that video was made. Yeah, unless you're coming south, I don't really think that this is much of an option. I mean, the sites are really small. There's a lot of trees that would be in the way if you're trying to pull something through, though somebody did get a longer travel trailer in here. But who knows what they had to go through to get it out here. So yeah, we're not even going to go check Ameritris or Americus, whatever it's called, just because there's no way. I mean, we're not going to go all the way north. We'll end up probably staying over at Raspberry Gulch, which is perfectly fine with me. It's gorgeous. So we're going to head into town, run some errands, and yeah, maybe we'll come back on the camera here before you know it. So like we mentioned earlier, we've been here at the Taylor Park Reservoir boondocking area for about a week, and thought I'd just show you kind of what our setup is. It's probably, without a doubt, one of the best boondocking spots we've had. So we came in on that road right there. Down probably no more than 100 yards is kind of the main gravel road. We came up here, and this is our view. We're here with Norm and Sandy, as you guys will see here. Beautiful view of the mountains. Got some tent campers and a camper truck down there. They actually just got here like yesterday. Other than that, and then we've got some friends, well, we don't know them, but we got people across the way from us. We actually they came in like 2 days ago. So other than that, we'd been out here by ourselves for about 5 or 6 days. So just thought I'd show you guys around.